All right. Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to say call Halayim Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai Bahashim Rakah Quitash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who have taught me this truth and who rule well in this truth. Shalom to the 144,000 and the hopeful elect of the nation of Israel that is scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. Peace and mercy unto you, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. You are the true Hebrew Israelites that the Bible speaks of. You are the true chosen people of the book. All right, so I'm on Apostle Gabar's page, all right, and he's reacting, all right, to another video of a man, as you see on screen right here. This man right here, all right, he's going to speak and make a very foolish statement. All right, Apostle Gabar reacted to it, and I want to give my 2 cents on it, man. All right, this man, all right, this Negro right here you see on screen, this foolish man right here, all right, out of his mouth, all right, he said some foolish things, man. All right, he said that the book of Deuteronomy is not a prophetic book, because what this man is doing, all right, he's trying to come up against the Israelites, man. And you always gonna have people scoffing and scorning and mocking us, always trying to debunk us, all right, always trying to debunk the fact that we're not the true Israelites that the Bible speaks of, which indeed we are. All right, we know this through prophecy. We know this through historical facts, true history. All right, but you're always going to have scoffers and scorners and mockers, man. All right, and reprobates, which is what he is, man. A reprobate, a scoffer, a scorner, a 2/3. All right, and he also said that the book of Deuteronomy, he said that the book of Deuteronomy is not a prophetic book, which there's many prophecies written throughout the book of Deuteronomy, man. So you got to be real stupid to say something like that. You have to be real unlearned. You have to be very unlearned to say something very foolish like that, man. You understand? And this video is gonna be a quick hit, man. All right, this video is gonna be a quick hit, man. It's not gonna be a long video. I'm gonna get a couple scriptures and that's it. That'll be the video, just to cut this man up real quick. All right. Even Chat GPT will tell you that Deuteronomy, all right, all right, is a prophetic book. Even AI will tell you that, man. All right, but this man being a fool trying to come against the prophets, man. All right, the Israelites, the true prophets first and foremost are the Israelites of Great Millstone and the ones that teach in like manner. All right, always trying to come, you're always going to have scoffers and scorners, man. All right, but listen to what this man says. Listen to the foolish words this man says, all right? And then we're going to prove that Deuteronomy is a prophetic book. All right, what about Deuteronomy 18? When Moses prophesied the coming of Yahweh Shai, the coming of the Messiah, our Lord, Yahweh Shai. We're going to get that, man. All right, but let me play this video so you can hear these foolish words, man, of this reprobate, this scoffer and scorner. All right, let's get it.
Blacks, the Haitians, and the Jamaicans as the true Jews of the Bible.
Yeah, because that's what we tell you. We tell you that the Negro, Latino, Native American man, Seminole Indian, West Indian, Haitian, and Brazilian men, those are the true Israelites that the Bible speaks of. But the Israelites are not only in that region. You also have the Israelites that are scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. Under every nation you can think of, every nation possible, man. All right, scattered in those nations, looking like those nations, because the Israelites were scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. That was one of the prophecies that was written in the book of Deuteronomy. But yet Deuteronomy is not a prophetic book. The hell are you talking about, man? All right, that prophecy was written in the book of Deuteronomy, that the Israelites will be scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. Let me rewind this back real quick.
You're gonna pay. The blacks, the Haitians, and the Jamaicans as the true Jews of the Bible. to understand that the book of Deuteronomy is not a prophetic book. He said.
You heard what he said? He said the book of Deuteronomy is not a prophetic book. All right? He said the book of Deuteronomy is not a prophetic book. You heard it. Let me rewind it real quick.
True Jews of the Bible. Now, I want you to understand that the book of Deuteronomy is not a prophetic book.
All right? He said the book of Deuteronomy is not a prophetic book, which he couldn't be more wrong. You couldn't make a more foolish statement in that. That goes to show you how unlearned you are in the scriptures, man. You have no right to speak about the Bible, man. About the holy scriptures, man. You know, teach it or whatever like that, man. But whatever. Let's get into the book of Deuteronomy, man. Let's get Deuteronomy, the 18th chapter. All right, because Moses, all right, who wrote the Torah. All right, that's why the Torah is also known as the book of Moses, or the five books of Moses. The Torah. The Torah is the first 5 books of the Bible. All right, which are the books of Moses. All right, the book of Genesis, the book of Exodus, the book of Leviticus, the book of Numbers, and the book of Deuteronomy. All right, those 5 books are the Torah, the books of Moses. All right, so when you got Deuteronomy, which is the last book in the Torah, all right, the 18th chapter, all right. When you read the 15th verse, Moses is prophesying. So how you gonna say Deuteronomy is not a prophetic book? All right, so let's read it. This is Deuteronomy, the 18th chapter, the 15th verse. All right, it says, Yahweh thy God will raise up unto thee a prophet from the midst of thee, of thy brethren, like unto me, unto him ye shall hearken. So Moses is prophesying to the Israelites that a prophet is going to come from amongst us, from amongst our people, that is like unto me, and unto him ye shall hearken. He was talking about the Messiah. He was talking about Yahushua, our Lord, the Messiah. He was prophesying the coming of our Lord, Yahushua. That's who this prophet is that he's talking about, that he's prophesying about. All right, Deuteronomy 8, and we also going to prove that as well with the book of John, the 5th chapter. All right, to show you that this is talking about Yahushua. All right, because Yahushua himself said that Moses wrote about him. When did Moses write about him? All right, here in Deuteronomy, the 18th chapter. We're reading it right now. All right, Deuteronomy 18 and 15. All right, the Lord Yahweh thy God will raise up unto thee a prophet from the midst of thee, of thy brethren, like unto me, unto him ye shall hearken. So Moses was prophesying unto the Israelites, all right, that the Lord is going to raise up a prophet from amongst our people. He's going to be an Israelite. All right, and unto him ye shall hearken. All right, when you read the 18th verse, all right, he says, all right, right here, Deuteronomy 18 and 18, it says, I will raise them up a prophet from among their brethren, all right, like unto thee, and will put my words in his mouth, and he shall speak unto them all that I shall command him, talking about our Lord, Yahushua. So Moses is prophesying here. He's prophesying about the forecoming of Yahushua, the Messiah, man. All right. So let's get and even the Messiah, Yahushua himself, all right, said out of his own mouth that Moses wrote about him. When did Moses write about the Lord Yahushua, the Messiah? All right, right here in Deuteronomy, the 18th chapter. We just read it. All right. So let's get John, all right, the 5th chapter. We'll start at verse 44. All right, as you see, these words are in red. All right, these words are in red, which means this is Yahushua himself speaking. All right, this whole chapter, you see, some of these words are in black, but the words in red, those are the words of Yahushua, the Messiah. That's him himself speaking. All right, in most of this chapter, all right, Yahushua is speaking. You see, all right. So when you get John 5 and 44. It says, how can ye believe? Matter of fact, I'll start at 45. It says, John, because I'm going to get straight to the point. John 5 and 45, it says, do not think that I will accuse you to the Father. There is one that accuses you, even Moses, in whom ye trust. For had ye believed Moses, ye would have believed me, for he wrote of me. So Yahushua the Messiah himself said that Moses wrote about him. When did Moses write about Yahushua the Messiah? We just read it here in Deuteronomy the 18th chapter, when Moses prophesied that he was going to come. All right, Deuteronomy 18:18. I will raise them up a prophet from among their brethren, like unto thee. I will put my words in his mouth, and he shall speak unto them all that I shall command him. That's talking about Yahushua. 15th verse. The Lord Yahweh, thy God, will raise up unto thee a prophet from the midst of thee, of thy brethren, like unto me. Unto him ye shall hearken. I was talking about the Messiah, man. So that's a prophecy right there. That's a prophecy right there. All right. But when you, so let's also prove that with the Bible Hub, because you even got even the Edomites will tell you that, man. The Edomite scholars, man. You know, the so-called Edomite scholar, not so-called Edomites, they are Edomites, all right? The Edomite so-called scholars, I should say, all right? The Edomite so-called scholars, man, will tell you that this is talking about Yahushua, man, which is a prophecy, man. So when you get the 15th verse, which is, you know, the verse Moses is prophesying about the Lord coming, Yahushua coming, all right? It'll tell you that this is talking about the Messiah. All right? It says you must listen. So it says you must listen to him, which is the Yahushua. It says this is a command emphasizing the importance of heeding the words of the prophet. All right? Listening implies obedience and respect for authority of the prophet of the Most High spokesperson. This also foreshadows the coming of Yahushua. Come on, you see? All right, right here it says Jesus Christ. All right, but we know that's not his name. All right, this is talking about his name is Yahushua, man. All right, the true name of our Lord. All right, the Messiah is Yahushua. All right, not Jesus Christ, and he's also not no pale skinned cracker neither, man. All right. This also foreshadows the coming of Yahushua Hamashiach. All right, whom Christians, all right, which the true Christians are the Israelites, all right, believe is the ultimate fulfillment of this prophecy. You see, all right, come on, man. It's that easy, man. All right, and even AI will tell you, man. All right, AI is cutting your ass up. You know, whatever your name is, you know, you damn reprobate. All right, and really, this is probably he's most likely a tear. He's probably a tear, man. To me, if you ask me, he's a tear. I think he a tear. All right, he got that the Edomite goatee. All right, you know. All right, he just want to protect Esau, man. That's all it is. His slave master. All right, he got Stockholm syndrome. He a coon Negro, man. All right. So AI will tell you. I said, what prophecies are written in the book of Deuteronomy? All right, we know the prophecies that are written in the book of Deuteronomy. We already know this. But I asked AI, all right, just to just to cut this man up. All right, just for edification. All right, it says the book of Deuteronomy contains several prophecies. Yeah, we know this already. All right, but just to let you know that even AI will tell you this, man. All right, but you got this man talking about Deuteronomy is not a prophetic book. Don't see, it is very evident who the true prophets and the true servants of the Lord are, man. And it's the Israelites that are teaching this Bible, man. The Israelites that you see on the highways and hedges, man. First and foremost, the Israelites of Great Millstone, and the ones that teach like Great Millstone, because they are preaching the 100% truth of the Bible, man. But you got false teachers and foolish men like this, man, talking about Deuteronomy is not a prophetic book. Get out of here, man. All right. The book of Deuteronomy contains several prophecies. All right. Particularly to the future of Israel. Yeah. All right. Blessings and curses. Yeah. For obedience and disobedience. And this is what we break down all the time. The curses and the blessings that are written in Deuteronomy, the 8th chapter. This is how we know that we are the Israelites. Because when you read those curses fit no other people. When you read those curses, you're going to say to yourself, damn, that's us. We are those people. Because these were the curses that were to come upon the nation of Israel. And those curses only fit one people on this earth today. Nobody else fits those curses, man. And that's also scriptural, written in the book of Deuteronomy. That's also prophecy written in the book of Deuteronomy. That these curses shall be a sign. Meaning that when you read these curses, it's going to let you know that we are those people, man. You know? It says blessings and curses for disobedience. Being slaves here in America was one of those curses, man. All right. It says, and the coming of a prophet like Moses. You see, talking about Yahushua. I just got into that. I didn't even know it said that. All right. It said, and the coming of a prophet like Moses. These prophecies are mostly found in the form of conditional warnings and promises, rather than specific predictive narratives. All right. So it says prophecy. All right. Blessings and curses. Deuteronomy. And this is Bible 101. This is Israelite 101. This is one of the first things you learn about. All right, when you come into this truth, this Israelite ministry, all right, Deuteronomy 28 chapter, all right, this is how we let you know that you're Israelites, man. This is how we let you know you Negroes, you Latinos, you Native Americans are Israelites through the prophecies, the blessings and the curses that are written in Deuteronomy 28 chapter, 28 through 30, like it says right here. All right, when you read Deuteronomy 28, it talks about the blessings and the curses, and when you read those curses, you see. When you read those curses, you're gonna be like, damn, these are the only curses of us, man. We must be those people, man. You know? Come on, man. All right. Then you got, Deuteronomy 30, Deuteronomy 18, which is what I just read. All right. Deuteronomy 18, 15 through 19, which talks about the coming of Yahushua. All right. This is traditionally seen as the Masonic prophecy, you see? All right. Interpreted as referring to Yahushua. Come on, man. Come on, man. All right, you got Deuteronomy 32, which is the Song of Moses. We know about that. All right. I just went into the AI just to, further edification to show y'all, man. You know about all this already, man. All right. So that's a quick hit, man. Just to cut this fool right here, man. All right, Deuteronomy is a prophetic book. All right. So with that being said, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. All right. Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Ratazah, this lesson was edifying. All right. Call Halalyam, Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah Quitash. All right. So on to the next one. Shalom, shalom.